Welcome to Backstage with Jamie K. Bates. I am here with the best sound engineer in the world, Chris Smith. Hey, there he is, everyone. And this week's episode is so fun. If you know me, you know I love young people. I love teenagers. I love youths, as I think they are called once in a while nowadays. And so I have brought you in 3 teenagers, David, Kat, and Kennedy. And they are here to not only school me and educate me on what's cool now, because I honestly didn't realize how not cool I am anymore and how out of touch I am. But they caught me up, and they're also here to talk about the things that help and hurt teenagers nowadays. They are so awesome. They share their hearts about things that parents and teachers do that really impact them. And I am so excited for anybody listening that has a teenager, loves a teenager, or just has a heart for teens and young people in general. You are going to love this episode. So enjoy this conversation. You will laugh, and they are just so fun. There is a reason why I love the youths, and you're about to find out why. So enjoy David, Kat, Kennedy, and myself. We're good to go.
Okay.
Woohoo! And then Hannah's is she bringing you guys your drinks?
Yeah, she's bringing coffee.
Good. Nice. Coffee?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a big caffeine drinker.
Kennedy, are you a coffee drinker?
I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
Like, if it's Dunkin', say less.
Oh,
But if
I don't drink
but if
Dunkin'.
if it's Starbucks,
Oh, we're already
No.
starting. What does say less mean?
I don't drink.
like, it means
Oh my
like,
gosh,
Dunkin'.
I'm already learning things. This is
It's
the
like-
whole point of this. I am like,
you explain it. How do you
Thank
explain
Kat,
it?
you.
explain
Thank
it. Okay, here
you.
comes the
I
coffee
don't
from
know.
Hannah.
I
Thank you
can't
so
really-
much, man.
David, are you sure you don't want anything? No.
Come on, David.
We need to find a Coke for this boy
I know,
somewhere. Next time, David, if you come back, we're getting you a Coke.
I can't explain what that means.
Thanks,
but
Annie.
the fact that
It's
you
like-
said
Okay,
Dunkin'
what's
over
say less?
Starbucks really hurts
No,
my
less-
feelings.
Say
Yes.
less is like
David's about to break it down for us.
like no
Never.
more needed to be said, you know? Like,
Okay,
Like,
nothing
that's-
else is needed.
yeah, like that's it. Just
Yeah,
go, you know?
that's
I guess
exactly
so.
what it means. That's
That's
exactly what
really
it
true.
means.
I have never even heard of this phrase. You guys, thank you for doing this because I'm 31 and I feel like, I legit feel really cool right now.
You should.
Kennedy, no.
You should.
Oh
You
my
should.
gosh,
I knew you were
Kennedy.
going to say that, Kennedy. I knew you
She's
were gonna
always
tell me I
doing stuff
should.
like that. It's kind of
I knew
hilarious.
it. Okay, so the point of this is it's super chill.
Yes.
I just want to ask you a bunch of questions about being teenagers. I'm so excited. Okay.
So excited.
I already texted Dustin, my husband, and I was like, I'm so sorry. You're normally my favorite podcast guest, but I think the teens are going to beat you
I
because
feel honored.
I am
Same.
so
I was so
happy.
happy when she asked me to do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because she texted me. She was like, hey, do you want to do a podcast? And I was like, yes. She didn't even need to say anything else.
David, how did you feel?
Well, actually, I was doing some homework, and then I just checked my phone, and this random number that I don't even have on my phone is like, "Oh, would you like to be on this podcast?" And I'm like, "Who?" And then I read down,
First of all,
and I read down
Who is
farther, and it's like, things like, "This is Hannah Healy. Would you like to be on Jamie's Jamie Bates
Yeah.
podcast?" And I was like, "Oh, I remember hearing about that." Like, I'm sorry, but I've never listened to it. It sounds pretty cool, but yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Wow. Okay. That is so amazing. So thanks, y'all, so much. First of all, tell me how you guys, you all know each other. Obviously, you guys are besties.
Yes.
Kennedy and Kat are
Yes.
besties. How do you know David? And tell us your ages as well.
Well,
Kat, start.
I know David because of Kennedy.
Okay. So you guys met mutual friends.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how old are you, Kat?
I'm 15.
Okay. And
Um,
Kennedy?
I met David in 6th grade lead team a long
Yeah.
time ago. So we've known each other since 6th
At the
grade.
church?
Yes.
Oh, no way. That's amazing.
Yes. And I'm
And-
14.
14. So we got 14, 15, and David?
I'm also 15.
You're 15 as well.
Yeah.
Couple lightning round questions, and then I'll start talking.
Okay.
What's your favorite app on your phone?
My favorite app?
What do you click the most?
I don't know. I click messages the most because
Yeah.
Kennedy texts me like she spams me every single day.
Okay, what's spamming?
Like she sends me messages over and over and over.
Okay.
Even when she
Okay.
doesn't respond, I just keep going.
Yeah,
so I'm
she
like
just keeps
talking to
texting
myself. But it's cool.
Yeah, and they're like really long paragraphs. It's like I'm opening up to like a book anytime I walk into like a new class.
So Kat wakes up to like War and Peace from Kennedy.
Yeah, that's
yes.
exactly our friendship.
Yes.
Okay.
She like sends me all these messages and I respond back like, LOL.
Yeah, that's how she responds. And I'm like, I just poured out my heart to you, and
Sometimes I say more than that, but like she talks like she will switch up the category of what she's talking about. Like she'll talk about one thing and then start talking about something else. And so then I don't know what to respond to. So I'm just like, haha.
So have you guys ever gotten in an argument, totally sidetracking now, over Kennedy not responding to you?
Oh yeah, she doesn't respond to me.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
So anytime like if she doesn't respond to me fast or I don't respond to her, we're like, okay, wow, so you're just ignoring me.
Yeah, pretty much. Or if
But
she
you
leaves
call
me
each
on
other
red.
out? You call each other out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
If we don't
definitely.
respond.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So do you think that's one of the reasons you're good friends?
Yeah.
Is that you can do that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, so you left me on red.
What's on red?
Like we have our read receipts on, so it says when we
Oh,
read
okay,
each other's.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
like when you open
okay.
the message. Yeah.
And so it happened today. She left me on red.
What
It was-
happened?
it was
Tell
an
us
act-
the situation.
Well, I was just
Was-
telling her like a funny, embarrassing story that happened to me today, and then I was
Do
expecting
we need
her
to know it? Should
No.
we know it? No.
And then
David, do you know it? David and I are in the we're in the dark over here. Okay.
it was just something that was just like it was just like awkward. And I texted
Okay.
Kennedy, and then she left me on red. And then turns out the message was just sitting in the box, and she forgot to press.
Yeah, that
send.
happens a lot, actually.
Other than messaging, what would it be? Do you
I don't
think?
know. I don't really use a lot of apps on my phone anymore.
Really? This is
Because like
interesting. Okay, great.
I don't know. Like if I,
can't
do
say
like
the same.
Me too.
I cannot say the same.
Are you guys serious? You don't use a lot of apps.
Oh, no, I do.
Oh,
I
you do? Okay, so
Yeah.
you got David and Kennedy. You use a lot of apps,
Very much.
but okay. So, Kat, what's the reason that you don't?
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't really
Not
like,
into it.
I just sometimes I just get bored easily. So that's
Yeah.
why. So because like if I go on something, I just get like bored, and then I just leave it.
Yeah.
And so then that's why I just don't.
Okay, so are you guys on Snapchat?
No.
No. Instagram?
I am.
You just got on.
Yes.
Did you
Welcome
follow
to
me
the
back,
club.
Kennedy?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. Yes, you were I followed
you on
you
Instagram,
first.
Kat?
Mm-mm.
David? Yes. Okay. Snapchat, Twitter? No.
Mm-mm.
Nope. So y'all listening, the teens are off Twitter. So everybody just get off of it. Facebook?
Leave.
No.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
That is
thank you.
for-
Thank you.
That
This is the one thing I
don't want
relate
to
with.
say it, but I agree with you, David.
Say it. Say it,
Facebook
David.
is for.
That is for like soccer moms. That's the nicest way I can say
David!
it.
Oh wow!
I
I
am
was thinking something
literally
else.
a soccer mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Let's hold on. Let's change it.
No, I love it. I love it. Okay, so
It's for like older people.
people.
Not
Yes.
necessarily old, but like
In the-
just
in the
older
nice-
than like
nice way
30.
possible. Yes, there you go. Yes, what she
My
said.
sister-
wait, what is
Sisters
an
are on
old person,
Facebook.
Kennedy?
They're not old, but like they're like, just older. I would
Yeah.
say like
I feel like it's more
Pass.
mature.
Okay, so Kennedy, most used app.
definitely TikTok.
Yep, same here.
I can't-
Same for
I-
you, David? Kat, are you
TikTok
on
is so
TikTok?
addicting.
No,
No.
I
How
can't
you-
like I could never do that because it would be too addicting.
That's
so I
literally my
Oh,
life.
yeah.
Thing is, I spend like too much time on TikTok. For me, it's like,
that's what everybody I know has a problem with that.
yeah, I mean, because
Really?
it's just like you swipe and you're just like, oh, okay, that video was funny. You swipe again, and then you
Yeah.
and then you just like
It's
get
like
in the
a
habit,
black
just-
hole. You just get sucked
Yeah.
in and then you can't come out.
Exactly.
But y'all do videos on there? Or you just look? You just
I
A
don't- I
mix
don't
of
post
both.
Okay.
Like I won't post anything. Like I'll save it in my drafts, but that's about it.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about right now.
it's like a camera roll, but like
Okay.
in the app.
Okay.
So like it's not posted out,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
just,
like only she can see it,
yeah.
unless she sends it to
So
her
if
friends.
you film a video that only you can see,
Yes.
Yeah, like she films
Like I
a
didn't
video,
post it.
but in like instead of clicking post, she'd like save it to her drafts. So
and
only
then
she-
you're the only one that can see it,
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
But can Kat see it because she's your bestie?
she can show me.
Yeah.
You can show her.
Yes.
But okay. So would you say TikTok is number one for you, Kennedy?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, David?
Yeah, same here.
Really? This is
Or Snapchat. It just depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are on Snapchat.
Yes.
Okay. Does any shady stuff ever go down on there
Um.
for you?
Yes. I mean,
TBH?
I'm not in it, but yes, there
Yeah.
are some shady stuff that go on.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Favorite band? Kat, you're gonna
Go
be first
first.
too because of the.
No,
Wait, let me guess. Oh, do you have a ring that symbolizes them?
I do.
She does.
Let me look. Let me guess. Let me see the ring and let me guess.
It just has letters on it.
Oh,
It's like not like common.
oh, so I won't know it.
Yeah,
No.
probably.
Oh, okay.
Most
I'm not
people-
cool.
most people
Let's just
don't.
say it like it is. I'm not cool enough to know this band.
No, a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, it's
them.
just like, yeah.
I
Okay.
just happened to find them
Okay.
a few years ago.
Okay. So what is it? Tell
They're
us.
a boy band.
What?
They're a boy band.
Okay. Love boy bands. Was all about NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. That was my genre.
They're called Pretty Much.
Pretty much. That's a cute name. I like that. Kennedy, why are you laughing?
Because she has a very big obsession
That's
with
not
this
even.
boy band.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm looking them up right now on Spotify. Okay. Stars, pretty much.
Okay, might have to.
Okay, Kat.
That sounds
Go
kinda cool. I
ahead.
can't
Go
even lie.
stream.
No, you should go stream
How'd you find them?
an ad.
Really?
Yes, I heard an ad for, I think it was one of their singles, and then I decided to watch the music video, and I watched the one music video, and then ever since
You're their girl.
Biggest fan
I met
right
them
here.
a few weeks ago,
You met him?
virtually.
No. How did that happen?
I paid for it.
Oh, yeah. No way. That's amazing. Okay. Kennedy, you. Favorite band?
Let's see. Favorite band. What's my favorite band?
I don't even listen to many bands.
Yeah, I don't think I really listen to bands.
Okay.
Like I have a
When
band,
you have
but they're like
headphones
not
in, what
together.
what are you listening to?
Most of the time, who am I listening to?
You're messaging? What'd you say?
Who?
Oh, she's asking me who
I listen to
listens
SZA.
Oh, I
And
love
Giveon.
her.
I love
SZA.
And
And-
give you. Oh, my!
gosh,
He's
I love
my
Giveon's
favorite
music.
person in the
love
whole world.
Who is this? SZA?
He's a
SZA and Giveon.
Yeah,
Those are
I
my
love
top
SZA
favorite.
and Giveon?
I
Yes.
love Giveon.
He's
Really?
so.
I
Yeah,
also
she has a really
He's
strong and beautiful voice.
yes,
does.
Yes.
literally
Like-
yes.
Really?
I
Yes.
People
also-
who listen to them are just
Yeah.
superior.
Okay,
love
hold
him.
on.
I love The Weeknd.
Oh yeah, she's
I
in love with
love
the
The
weekend.
Weeknd.
I like
Is
the
that the-
weekend too.
My face falls off or
I can't feel my face.
I can't feel my face.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
My
yeah,
face falls off. it was
My
close.
face
It was
feels
close.
off when I'm with you.
Yeah,
It was close.
that was good.
Okay, what is this guy? We got to find him. Giveon?
Yeah, it's Giveon.
Yeah.
V- Okay, and
how
you
you spell
agree
it.
on
That's
this?
how you
one?
spell it.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you. I know
heart-
my stuff.
Heartbreak Anniversary.
Yes,
Yes.
that's my
Yes, that one.
Or
song.
Yes.
Chicago Freestyle. Like I Want You. Stuck
That's
on
my
You, or
favorite
Favorite
song.
Mistake.
Favorite mistake is my favorite song.
Mistake sounds a little scandalous.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, which
Um,
one do I do? You
Heartbreak
guys?
Anniversary.
Tell me which
I
one.
like that one, or I think it's like I Want You or something like that
That's
one.
my favorite song
Yeah.
too.
Like I Want You?
I
Okay.
love all
Or
of them.
Stuck
to be
on You.
honest.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Now
Also, Ariana.
I'm making notes. I'm making notes on how to be cooler. Okay, you agree with that, David, or do you have another one? Favorite band? Giveon?
Yes.
Okay. Pretty much Giveon, and you would agree?
Yeah, and SZA. Although,
Oh,
like,
yes.
I
see,
love
the thing
her.
is, I like her music, but then she kind of has like the same exact like style all the time, so her music gets kind of repetitive. At least to me.
Did you just disrespect her
I
like
know that
that?
did not just
You
happen.
disrespect her.
David,
That is a
we
queen
can't look at
right
you.
there. That is
Canceled.
a queen. Yeah, cancel David
is
2020.
canceled
Oh my
right now.
goodness.
I don't know why
2021.
we're canceling him over SZA, but we are about to cancel him.
Me and Kennedy are also very big Ariana Grande fans.
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah, she's
I
awesome.
Yeah.
love
Yes.
her.
Okay.
She's my like queen.
Kind of timeless, right? Like
Really?
I
Yeah,
feel like I feel
sure.
like she'll hold up in like 20 years.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Like when you watch her like live performances, she is
Oh.
so good live.
Really?
She knows what she's doing for sure.
Yeah. So I was never. Do you guys know who Justin Timberlake is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
Isn't that the guy who sings on like Trolls or something like that?
Yes.
That one song.
That is
That's
it.
the only reason I remember him.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
really listen to
Okay.
any music.
I am so shook right now because he was the ultimate. When I was like, he was the. He was the Shiza, or the pretty much of my generation. I don't know. You guys guys are all laughing.
Oh my gosh.
But so I always was kind of like, oh, I don't know if he's like, that good or what. And then I went to a concert live, and it's like you guys were talking about Ariana. Is that how to say it? Ariana?
Mhm.
Ariana? Live, you can see the talent.
Yeah.
Like it's for real.
Mine?
Favorite
Oh.
present. Kennedy, go.
Mine was probably had to be from Kat. She gave me like this huge poster board for my birthday, and it was like a bunch of pictures of us and then like the sweetest no ever in the middle.
A good one I got was from Kennedy.
Oh,
She gave me
you were
this
so
like
bestie goals.
this picture frame. It had a picture of us, and then it was like Spotify, like a song on there. And then it had like a code where I could like scan it on my phone, and it would bring the song up on Spotify. And it was like a best friend song,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh, do you
Yeah.
remember the song, Kennedy?
To be honest, no.
We didn't, neither of
did-
us knew the song.
It didn't matter. It
I've
was
listened
just,
to it
said
before, I
what
think
she-
once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had to like look at the lyrics to make sure I was like, I feel that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it's like-
David,
I honestly do not know.
favorite present.
I don't really know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's fine. You don't have one. Is it? You could just say it's your water that I gave you. Okay, next question. Favorite family memory.
I thought she's gonna say member.
Same, I was like, oh my gosh.
David's
I
like,
can't
oh, no,
say this.
my brother and my sisters. I'm about to be in so much trouble.
Oh, no.
Okay, favorite family memory.
I think mine would be when we went to Florida. Like
Okay.
we went on like a road trip. It was before COVID. That's all.
Mhm.
That's when my timeline before COVID and after COVID. So
right.
yeah, it was really fun. Yeah.
Was it your whole family?
Yes.
And how many kids are in your family?
Well, I have my little brother, then me, and then Ota, Nancy, and Eddie.
And Eddie. Okay, so
Yeah.
5 total.
Yep.
Okay. And you all went together?
Yes. Or I think either Ota or Eddie couldn't make it. It was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the rest of our family was there.
What
yeah.
made it fun?
Honestly,
Or what made it such a good memory?
I would think like just spending all the time like that we did together on the beach. That was really it. Like,
Mhm.
we hadn't actually done that like all together go
Yeah.
somewhere like other than when we moved. We really
Yeah.
hadn't been like that together. But yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Kat Kennedy, favorite family memory.
Mine was probably Christmas from last year
Mm-hmm.
because our family, we just played like a bunch of video games like together, and
Uh-huh.
our family is very competitive. So it was like fun, but it was like really intense.
Yeah.
But I liked being able to like do something that I like with my whole family.
So you like video games?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
winning video games.
Who's your biggest competitor in the family?
Definitely my dad.
Oh.
Because, see, I love you, Dad, if you're listening to this. But he likes to talk some trash,
Oh, I bet
my
he
gosh.
does.
He's
Yeah.
a very
bet
big
he
trash
does.
talker.
Yeah.
So, I gotta step it up.
Did
and
you
be
beat
like,
him this Christmas? This last one?
Ooh.
No.
No, I lost.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Okay,
lost.
let's all root for Kennedy.
Yeah,
Christmas 2021
yeah,
to
guys,
beat Pastor
root for me.
Keon Bird.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But you love that. Doing something you love with
Yes,
the people you love.
yes.
Okay, love it. Cap,
My favorite family memory was probably when me and my family went to Italy.
what made it so good?
I liked experiencing a new culture.
Yeah.
And it was like more fun to have because me and my sisters are very close.
Mhm.
So I like doing things with them.
Yeah. What do you look for in a friend?
Trustworthy.
Yes.
Above
Yeah,
everything
definitely,
else.
Definitely.
So I
Really?
feel like a lot of issues these days are with trust and loyalty.
Mhm.
So that's
Fake
why that's
friends.
the
Mhm.
biggest thing that I look for.
That's great. Trustworthy. Who is your hero? And why? And it can't be fictional.
Oh, wow.
It can't be Iron Man.
Oh my gosh.
You can take a minute.
That's-
Who do you really look up to, and why do you really look up to them?
Hmm.
wow, that's
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we're starting to
probably-
y'all. We're starting
Yeah.
to go. We're starting to
Yeah.
go deep.
Well, there's this one girl, like she's not necessarily famous, but
Mhm.
she's just dating a famous person that I
Mhm.
like. Her name's Ansley Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her because she like is very like an uplifting, like positive person.
Yeah.
And like she loves promoting things that are like really important to her. Like she's always talking about like how she loves body positivity and being comfortable in her own skin. And like she's just like one of those like women who like
Yes.
do things for other people and like to raise awareness to like important issues. And like I really like that. Like
That's amazing.
I would
Giggle away.
probably say my grandma.
Your grandma. Katrina's or
I would say my dad's
PK's mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because like just who she is as a person, and she's like so strong, so I look up to her, and she's just like that person that I don't know, like I can always count on her, and she's always like Kat said, she's like one of the most positive people I've ever met. Like no matter what happens, and I really look up to her for that.
You guys are really drawn to positivity,
mm-hmm.
which is really cool because the world's so negative right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that's important for people listening to hear and parents listening to hear is like teenagers are like wanting positive. They're wanting positive lives. They're wanting positive influence. They're wanting positive words. And your grandma does that for you, Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome.
For me, I'd say it would be my dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, very patient, and like you don't see that in very, very many people anymore. Like he can really be patient. Like everybody in our family always mentions that like he's able to make good decisions. Like and he'll take the time like to make sure that everything's okay. And even though like not everything right away runs smoothly, like he's able to make sure that things are that need to be said are said, and things that need to be done are done.
That's so awesome. Could you open up to him?
Yes.
Yeah. About your own life and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So good. Okay. Next one. Favorite teacher up till now.
None.
We're gonna keep with the vibe of positivity here, and so we won't talk about the ones that weren't good.
Because I have many of those.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Kennedy
My
and Kat are whispering. To
favorite
each other.
teacher is
Okay.
my PALS teacher.
Well, okay, explain pals.
So PALS is like peer assistant leadership.
Mhm.
And so it's basically a leadership program where we help like younger kids and we mentor them, and we like help with like community service and we do
Mhm.
things around the school. It's basically like a leadership program. And my PALS teacher is amazing.
Really?
I
What's her
love
name?
her. Her name is Miss Paul.
Oh, I
Miss
have her
Paul.
too.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
I love
love
Miss
Yeah,
Paul.
Miss Pa is a really, really good teacher.
I tell her everything. She knows
Really?
everything that goes on in my life.
That is amazing. So, does she just make time for you? How does a teacher do that?
Well, she likes to talk with her students. Like she always walks around, she sit down, like she talks about us. She likes to ask all the questions. And so I just tell her everything pretty much.
So you feel like she's safe.
Yes, I definitely trust her 100%.
And what about her made you feel like she's safe?
Well, like she just like kind of gives off the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know that you can trust her without
Mhm.
having to ask if you can trust her.
Mm-hmm. Just a sense
Mm-hmm.
that she's a safe person.
Yeah, she gives off like warm and like safe energy.
That's awesome. I know. I love pals as well. Okay. Kennedy, David?
For me, it would be Miss Pa also.
Really?
Yeah.
Same?
So this year would be Miss Pa, but in 5th grade, I had a teacher, Miss Roberts. She was a very, very good teacher. Yeah.
And what about Miss Roberts was
She was able to
impacting?
like Miss Pa, she was able to talk with her students
Mm.
about about anything. Like it didn't have to necessarily be school related. It can be like, oh, how was your weekend? Like before we started the class,
Mhm.
or just like she was just open like to talk, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what really like helped our class, and it helped me like her because she was a good teacher.
So you felt like she really cared?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that a big thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Kennedy?
I would say my 2nd grade teacher. Her name was Miss Jones.
Miss Jones.
She was the best teacher I've ever had.
Oh.
She treated me like I was her daughter. So I felt like I even called her mom sometimes because I know, right?
Cute.
I would also say that because she actually did care about her students. she would ask us like how are you personally, even though we were like in second grade, but just like asking us that.
Yeah, when a lot of people would think you're just a baby still or just a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and she really cared in second grade.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell if like a teacher's just trying to teach you or if they actually care about you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like my English teacher, like she knows about everybody's like personal lives. Like she loves getting to know like what you do for extracurriculars, and she even remembers. And sometimes I don't even know how. Like today, she went around the whole class and asked everybody about like, oh, like how's football? Are you about to start like a new season? Or she was like, she asked me, she was like, did you finish your Yearbook spread? Like, I'm sorry, like I couldn't help you because I asked her for help because she knows everyone.
Oh, that's awesome though. Kat won the lottery.
Yeah, you really did.
I have an amazing Spanish teacher too.
Oh.
He like every day before class, like in front of the class, just like gives us like a life lesson. And
can we have the same schedule, please?
And you listen,
Coach Alex.
Yes,
do you have him?
I have him too. But the thing is, for our class, he's not the same.
Oh, he loves our class.
Is your class a little rambunctious or something, David?
Yes.
For us, well, see, I have a little bit of a problem with waking up on time for class. So,
so you show up late.
Yeah.
David.
Only a few times, I promise. No, I'm sure. But yeah, he was very lenient. That's I like that about him, that he was able to let me walk in at 46 instead of 45 a few times.
Where are you guys finding these teachers? I want to know because
Kennedy wants all the teachers.
Yeah, I do. My teachers are subpar.
Well, you also live with the greatest teacher of all time, your mother. So
yes.
So it's a high bar. Okay, next question, you guys. We're not even into the gritty stuff yet.
Ooh.
What shows are you into right now?
My favorite show right now is The Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay. So, Kat, are you just starting it?
I'm actually on like season 5.
Okay.
And I love it.
I won't give anything away for you.
Oh, you've seen it?
Of course.
Okay. Well, that's my favorite right now.
Steven or
Damon.
Oh, Damon, 100%.
Damon, 100%.
Damon, 100%.
I love Ian Somerhalder.
He is.
I love him.
Every single girl from 0 to 100 years old will pick Damon.
Yes.
Why?
I would be very upset if
why do we pick Damon? Why?
He's just
What?
Damon.
He's Damon.
Yeah, he's Damon.
It's just everything about him makes him like perfect.
Outstanding. Perfect. Yes, that's the word.
Even though he's like older, like way too old for us.
Yeah, it does not matter.
We still love him.
Actually, it matters, but.
Okay, so love it. Okay, Kennedy, show.
Like I don't really watch. Okay, I watch shows, but then like I'll go back and like watch a show that I watched in like 3rd grade, but it's like even better when you're older.
Oh, I love
That's
doing
fun.
that.
It just makes it like
I do that
so
too.
much better.
I watch shows I watched when I was a kid, like Malcolm in the Middle.
I rewatched all my favorite Disney Channel shows.
Like iCarly, Victorious.
My personal favorite
Cats?
my personal favorite was Austin and Ally.
I
love
watching
Austin
that.
and Ally.
So you're kind of into going back and
Yeah.
Okay, love it. David, shows.
Um,
Show. What's influencing you from the screen?
I watched All American.
Ooh, I love that show.
What's All
Spencer.
American?
I love Spencer.
I know, same.
Okay, I don't know All American and I don't know Spencer. Educate me.
David?
Yeah, go ahead,
David?
sir.
So Spencer is the main character.
Okay.
He plays football,
Okay.
and it like takes you like through like a navigation of like, I guess you could say like his life. I guess you could say like that's time period of his life.
Okay. Is it a reality show?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's
so it's
scripted.
yeah.
Just like he had like a very like harsh life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he lived in like a kind of like bad part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he
Area,
gets
yeah.
an opportunity to move to like a really nice
Yeah, like
school.
Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Beverly
Oh,
Hills.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm
I
not
don't
CW.
I don't watch
but
it
I'm
on
not,
TV. I just wait
yeah.
for
Yeah,
to
I
wait
wait
for
for the
Netflix.
whole
Yeah.
entire thing.
It can
Yeah.
come to me.
Mhm.
That's what I've been
I'm not
doing
going
too.
to it.
Okay. So what drew you to that show? Are you a football player?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 Somebody told me to watch it, so I just did.
I just had so many
Okay.
friends
Okay.
watching it, so I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch it.
And
I
All
wanted to
American.
be a part of it.
Mhm.
Okay. What do you feel the most pressured about? Because,
would
okay,
s-
I'll let you
yeah.
think for a minute. But I was reading this article about how teens there's more anxiety than ever. There's more pressure than ever. There's more, I mean, y'all live in a world that I did not grow up in, right? So what pressure do you feel the most that kind of is hard? Because some pressure can be good, right? Some pressure can be good. Like your parents want you to, succeed in life, so they're going to have you get a job, right? That's good pressure. But some pressure can be really hard. And I'm just curious, like, where do you feel it the most? And what is that experience?
I would probably say like grades.
Yeah, that's what I
especially
was
like
gonna say.
Really?
yeah,
Both
with
of
like
you. Okay.
failing because it's like hard being compared to like other kids who have like good grades, and then like if
Yeah.
you're struggling
Mhm.
and like you're trying your best, but like it's not really
Yeah.
helping. And it's just like a lot of pressure because like you're trying to do your best and you're trying to get into 100 or you're
Yeah.
trying to get this grade on a test, but no matter what you do, like you're still just behind, I guess.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
You feel the same, Kat?
Like I would say, like I always like I get like stressed and anxious if I don't do like well. Like I always like I get like mad at myself if I don't like get like a 90 or above. But then I realize I'm like getting like an 85 isn't bad because it's compared to like out of 100, like it's actually
still
pretty
very
good. But
good,
I'm
yeah.
always hard on myself,
Mhm.
and like I put pressure on myself to try and like do like better, like closer to 100, when I should
Mhm.
realize that like getting a B like is not gonna like be the end of the world.
Yeah. Okay, so grades for you too. David,
Mhm.
what about you?
I can agree with what they say. Because like for football eligibility, like you have to get up your grades,
Right.
and then we're only freshmen, but they're already talking about recruitment. Oh, your GPA matters. Get that up. Like you want recruiters to see your grades. Oh, take this. Oh, you want to take these classes, and it's like this constant like, oh, do this, and you can have this, and you can do this. Just like start the ball rolling, so you can have all this later. I guess that's the best way I can put it.
Yeah. So grades are a huge part of y'all's life.
Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
feel like where we go to school, like we start feeling like pressured, like just as a freshman, like, oh, you need to know all the classes you want to take throughout high school. Like what you already need to start
Yes.
thinking about college.
yeah, like where
Things
you want to
like
go,
that.
you need to know now. And I'm like,
Yeah. Like
I
I don't like
have
having to pick
no
like
idea.
pathways and stuff because like I don't really know what
Yeah,
I want
right.
to do.
Exactly.
You
And
still
then
have
like
years
I have
left.
to have
Yeah.
everything
many
decided.
times.
Like they're doing it as early as middle school now. Like
Yeah.
in eighth
picking.
grade. Yeah, in eighth grade they asked us our pathway, and I was like,
I
What
don't
even
e-
is that?
"What is a pathway?"
What's a pathway?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm already changing mine,
man.
and I haven't even finished my year yet.
Right.
Yeah, I
I'm
keep going
changing mine
back
too.
and
You should be
forth.
able to because you're a teenager.
Yeah, like I'm a
should
freshman and
be
I'm like
able
worried
to.
about college. Like, oh no.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a 70. I'm not going to get into
Yeah.
my school.
Oh my
That's what I
gosh,
think.
That's me.
Oh. So you really think these things through.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it comes from all angles, like family, society, culture, school, all of it?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
okay.
Because it's like, you know, like Alan, like we have like reputation that like everyone here is like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like, I
Yeah.
feel like it's a lot of like,
They're gonna uphold it.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
No matter what.
especially for football. Like
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
we work out,
sports.
just all of those banners around you, and they every single day, I guess you could say they engrave that into your head that hey, here we're gonna be great no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you guys handle that pressure? Is it hard? Is it too much? Is it appropriate? Like, can you know?
I'd say it's
It's,
hard.
yeah, it's definitely more than I imagined. Like,
Really?
I thought going, because normally I'm like really good in school, I always get straight A's. And then I
Yeah.
hit high school, and now it's just like
Yeah.
everything's crashing down. And I'm just like,
Literally.
oh my
Same.
gosh,
Yeah.
this is like,
Same for you
Same.
guys.
this is, I'm never
Mhm.
this way. I don't know what's
I've
happening.
always done like exceedingly well. And then this year
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
like,
just-
whoa.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
going downhill.
Yeah.
It may have been
Yes.
like after like the COVID break
Yeah.
and not having school, and then all of a sudden just jumping back in
Yeah.
and them expecting us to have everything up to date.
Mm-hmm. And is it more about the A, B, or C than it is about you in a classroom, like learning, working, understanding
It's more of like
A,
the
B, C.
grade you get.
the grade?
Yeah.
It's about the letter.
Because I feel like the grade that you get reflects on like how well you understand. So like if I got like a 70, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't understand this. I don't know why. I thought I did so good.
Yeah, it feels like the letter you get defines like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are your different parent sets with grades? Are they understanding and good with them? Do they not care because they know who you are? Do they prioritize the grades?
I would say like mine's like kind of like a mixture. Like my parents like think my grades are important, but like if I don't do well on something, like they trust me to like fix it.
Yeah.
So your
There you go.
so Kat's
like
pressure, your pressure is more your self-made.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
on yourself. It's not coming from mom and dad.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents are the same way. They tell me to do my best and they know like they trust me that I'm doing my best. So like if I get a bad grade, they're like, "Well, what do you need help with like understanding so you can do better or like you can learn from like what just happened?"
Yeah, kind of like what Kennedy said. My actually a few days ago, or was it 2 days? Monday. What was that? Today's Wednesday. Anyway, yeah.
I don't know what
yesterday,
day it is, David.
yesterday,
gosh.
my dad asked me because like my grades hadn't been looking that well after like this past week, and so like he asked me like, "Hey, is there anything like that you need to understand?" But like he trusted me enough to go and let me go and fix what I had to.
Did you appreciate that your dad had a conversation with you about that?
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't like a coming down on you. Your grades are this and that,
No.
and let's pull it together type of thing. It was more like, I noticed your grades have dropped. Is there something we need to do?
Yes. Yeah. It was that way.
Okay, that's awesome. Good parenting advice for everyone. Every parent listening. That's amazing, though. I love that. Next one. What is your favorite thing about your parents? Are all your parents married still?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all have parents still together. Favorite thing about both of them?
My favorite thing about my parents is that like I feel like comfortable talking to them about
That's
anything.
amazing.
Like I know I can like go to them and like trust them. If that makes like sense.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Like I just
That's
feel
amazing.
comfortable talking about them
Mm-hmm.
with anything, and like I don't
Yeah.
feel like I have to hide anything.
Yeah.
And what did they do, Kat, that made you comfortable and safe?
Well, like
Because you know a lot of y'all's friends are hiding a lot,
mhm.
right? So what did they do that made you feel safe to talk?
Like they're just like I feel like they're like just as open like with me.
Yeah.
As they're,
Oh,
And they're like understanding too.
yeah, like
great.
they understand
That's
like
great.
things
Like,
that like go on
yeah.
in teenagers' lives.
Mhm.
Because like I have 3 older sisters who went like through this
Through it
high
all.
school.
Yep.
Yeah. So my parents like know everything in the book.
yeah,
So like
yeah, you can't surprise them.
Literally.
Yeah, really.
yeah. Okay,
that's just-
that's great.
Yeah.
So when you say they were open with you too, is
Mhm.
that like about just their own lives and vulnerabilities?
Yeah, like I can I have conversations with my mom all the time about like she tells me like things that happen at her work and like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So for you, Kat, when your mom opens up to you,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you feel safe.
Oh yeah, and then I just tell my mom everything.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Or like even when my mom
That's amazing. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
like
Kennedy.
even when my mom tells me about the little things like I had this for lunch or da 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 or
Mhm.
this
Mhm.
lady brought this for lunch. I don't know. It just makes me feel like more, I guess, more special because like she tells me little things, so then she can also tell me like more important things. I guess
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
That's really interesting, y'all, because because my kids are still toddlers, or children still. But I've never thought about because I think sometimes parents of teenagers feel the pressure to pave the way, put the guidelines in place, give the rules, do the thing, push you to be better, love you. But what I'm hearing you girls say is that your parents opening up to you about really simple things is what makes you feel safe.
Yeah.
That's so wild. I really love that perspective. Like Kennedy, even your mom saying, this happened, this is what I ate for lunch, means something to you.
Yeah. Because like if she like just tells me that, then I guess she trusts me with like bigger things, and
Yeah.
it just makes me feel like
Mhm.
important.
Yeah. And even as a mom of a 7 and a 5-year-old boy, a lot of the times I can pick them up from school and be like, tell me about your day.
Mhm.
give me something that happened. Tell me what. And so y'all are like helping me even as a parent because I'm always asking them questions. What I'm hearing from you girls is that your parents sharing with you is what matters.
Yeah.
I'm going to go wake my boys up tonight and be like, hey, I have stuff to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you what I had for lunch today. This is great. This is honestly really, really helpful. This is so, so good. Okay, David, what about you?
For me, like I said, my dad's patience.
Yeah.
And I think together how well they work, like to make decisions.
Your mama and dad?
Yes, together. Because an example would be like when we moved from Oregon to Texas, like that was a very big decision. And they didn't just make it like one day, like, oh, we're going to go. Like they prayed about it.
Yes.
And yeah, like it was a good decision in the end because I love where I live now, like our school and everything.
What makes you the most frustrated at school? Besides grades, because we already covered grades. What's the most frustrating thing?
People.
Okay.
Can I say that?
Yeah, just people in general.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
David?
and teachers included in that.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
Just like
Yes,
people.
for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
just
And what
humans.
what about humans? What about like being a teenager in a school? What do you hear, see, or experience a lot of that's hard?
Like, see a lot of people like so rude
or people
for
that
like
are
no reason.
Mean?
or people that are just like, I guess like attention seekers.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just like I don't know.
What does
it's just-
attention seeking look like?
Like, I'm not gonna say what class I have, but I have a class and there's these girls that like to get up like in the middle of the class and they just start filming TikToks and they like dance around in like the middle of the aisles.
Yeah, and like
Like
oh
when
my
we're
gosh, I
trying
didn't
to
mean
like
do that.
do our work, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, why do you need to do that in the middle of the class? Like, make a TikTok.
Yeah, it's
I'm just like, okay.
Interesting.
Like in the middle of the aisles where we have desks. And like they'll come like and like bend right over top of where people are sitting to set up the camera, and then they'll step back and then they'll just start dancing in the middle of the aisles with all the desks.
For me, going off of attention seekers.
yeah.
Attention seekers, like example would be like in the halls, like walking, like they have to be the loudest, they have to be the center of where everybody's looking, they have to be the ones getting the attention and not necessarily giving it to anybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish I could say names.
Me too. Oh my goodness, me too.
I could just say names. You search them up on Instagram, and there you go.
DM all of them cancels.
Literally.
I have a whole list.
Oh,
Listen,
I have a list
You're
of
all
people
minors.
too. I could already think of.
I have your parental consent, but not no names. But that's interesting though. And what's interesting too is that and I think sometimes adults can think that teenagers like don't see this stuff. And adults can just be like, oh, they're just, teenagers and they'll figure. And you see it. You can spot a fraud. I'm guessing you can spot a fraud a mile away.
Oh,
yes.
definitely. I can hear them coming. I can hear them coming. Like, I already know, like,
David's just
come
over there
on.
laughing.
I can listen to people lie and be like, you are talented for sure.
literally.
Like, when I hear-
Yep. So I think that's what I feel for y'all living in today's world with, because you can spot it, you can see it, you're living in it, you're trying to like be authentic, you're trying to be vulnerable, you're trying to get good grades, you're trying to be a part of a family unit, all of it. But at the same time, like there's a lot of stuff that goes down around you every single day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally.
100%.
So how do you handle it?
Just goes back to the looking for people that are trustworthy and
Mhm.
loyal.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Talking.
Finding your people.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
Yeah.
We're like very cautious. We have to be.
Yeah.
Feels
Like once you find your people, it's like, it's just game over, you know?
Mhm.
Because like, it just feels so like complete, I guess.
Yeah. What advice would you give to a middle school? You're all at Allen High?
Mhm.
What advice would you give to do we call them middle schoolers in Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say to one of them about to go into that huge gigantic high school across the street from us right now.
Like school wise or like
School wise.
do not get behind on any assignments. Off
Really?
the bat, do not start off
Don't
bad.
procrastinate.
Yeah.
Yes,
Even though I do
procrastination
that,
is
but
not
like,
Me too.
don't do
And it's
it.
not
I'm
good.
telling you, don't
You've
do
all
it.
done it, so now you're all giving the advice.
Yeah.
This is the best advice we can give is the things we've done wrong, right?
Mhm.
For sure. Okay, what advice would you give socially?
I would
I
say
would-
like you really have to like be yourself and be transparent
I
because if
love
not,
that.
people
Yeah.
are gonna see right through you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say
That's so good.
don't pretend like to be someone that you're not.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you just got to stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's where you'll find your people that like
Mhm.
actually care about you for you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because if you're just fake and you're pretending to be someone you're not, then you're really just hurting yourself.
You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna have anyone really there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Also, like you have to be confident in yourself. You're never gonna
100%.
love and appreciate yourself or feel beautiful if you're not confident.
How do
It's just
how
like-
do you manage confidence?
Like you just have to learn to like love yourself
Mhm.
and be
Yeah.
good to yourself. Like you
Mhm.
can't like talk down on yourself.
Yeah.
Because like if you don't love
Mhm.
yourself, how are other people supposed to like love
Yeah.
you? If
Or
you,
how are you supposed to love other people if
If
you
you
can't
can't
even love
love
Kennedy,
yourself.
that's great. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So how do you love yourself? Talking to how you talk about yourself.
Mhm.
I love that. That's one
Like,
way.
Your self-image.
Yeah,
Like, you
embracing
have
your
to be,
flaws.
Yeah, you have to be
Mhm.
comfortable like with
Yeah.
who you are.
Mm-hmm. That's great. David, speak to the boys.
Yeah,
The men. I mean the
David.
men.
Come on, David.
The men.
So it would be like your mistakes don't define you.
Great.
And like even though you may have made mistakes, like there's always you're only 14 years old, you know, like you have time to come back from that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything that happens now, like if you like get embarrassed or anything, it's gonna be over by like
Yeah,
a
you're not
week.
even gonna
No one's
remember.
gonna even
Yeah,
remember
and
it.
Nobody remembers that. Yeah.
Like honestly,
If
like,
you trip in the hallway, it's
Yeah.
fine. Get back up.
Okay.
Nobody
Everyone's
saw you.
gonna
Get
forget
back
about
up. Nobody saw
like
you.
what I realized, like I used to be like really like scared to like
Yeah.
like things like I would just be scared to like there'd be like an outfit like I don't know if I want to wear it, but then I realized I'm like
Who cares?
Yeah,
one
like,
everybody's gonna be worried about how they look and not how I look,
There
and
you
like
go.
100%.
If I walk
true.
by-
everybody's thinking
Yeah.
about themselves.
Yeah,
Nobody's
pretty
thinking
much.
about
and
us.
like if I walk by people in the hallway, there's so many people that they're not even gonna notice you, and if they do, it's like a 1 second glance and then you're done. Like
Yeah.
that no one's gonna remember.
Wow.
So
that's
once you
so
realize that,
good.
like you can just be really confident.
You know,
Yeah.
like I'm
After
pretty
you
sure like
realize it.
after they leave high school, what are they gonna do about it?
Yeah, like you're not
oh
oh
gonna
my gosh,
see
they were the
anyone.
people that wore those shoes. Oh my gosh, like it's
Yeah.
not.
Those shoes
it's
are
not
gonna be
happen.
dead by like 2 years later. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's gonna remember. It's definitely like a process.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I
It's
would
not
like-
it's not a one fixed wonder.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
gonna like happen overnight.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like you have to like
Mhm.
learn.
Is there anything Kennedy, yeah, go.
I would say I definitely like surrounded myself with positive people.
Great.
And like the
I
way
love
they like talked about me made me feel better. But not
Mhm.
not necessarily like I had to get like validation from somebody else to realize
Yeah.
it myself.
Mhm.
But like that also helps because like they're putting positive things into your ear instead of like negative things. I would
Mhm.
usually like tear you down.
Mhm.
So I guess that helps.
What makes you feel the most supported and loved by your family?
I feel the most supported because like I know that they'll always have my back.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're always gonna be and like they're always gonna love me no matter what. Like even if I make mistakes or like
Mhm.
mess up,
Yeah.
they're still gonna be there. Like they're not going anywhere.
and they've proven that to you.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
I
And did they
agree.
prove that to you through you making mistakes?
Mhm.
Okay. I love it. That's great.
I agree.
Do you want to expound on Kennedy?
I
What about you,
mean,
David?
Her and
I-
Kat have this whole dialogue going this entire time.
I agree with her. Like, I've realized that because of mistakes that I made and like them clarifying that from the beginning.
Yep.
Because, like, you know, they've made mistakes too. So it's like not just me.
Mhm.
So I don't feel
Mhm.
alone.
So good. Yeah. I never, ever have thought about what it means to a kid to have a parent open up until you guys have brought this to me. This is really, really good. Like for you, Kennedy, it's not about them being like, we're going to do this system and then now you're going to be better. Now it's an openness.
Yeah.
So good. David, how do you feel the most supported and loved?
I think it would be like just when we're able to just talk as a family
Mhm.
about like, oh, this happened, or like, oh, good job, just like simple things.
Yeah.
Celebrating each other.
Yep.
Or just a
Mhm.
simple, just I love you, like every day before I go to school.
Do you hear that every day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always
I'm
go
like, have
into
a
my
good
mom's
day,
office.
do your best.
Mhm.
How?
Yeah, I go into my mom's office and I'm like, I love you. I give her a hug and she tells me have a great day. And then I walk out. I walk past my dad's office and I'm like, bye, Dad. And he's like, be good. And I'm like, I will.
Yeah.
And I leave.
Yeah, me too.
and then
'Cause
you
we're-
enter the
deuce.
war zone of Allen High School. David, for you?
Yeah, when we drive, like my parents drop me off at school, and my mom will hold my hand, and then she'll like say like this little prayer, and then she'll let me go.
Aw.
And like that's been happening ever since I started school.
That is so cute.
I love
And like
that.
she does that to everybody.
To all of
Yeah,
kids.
all of my siblings.
Do you know the prayer?
Yes. I mean,
Can
it's
you
in
say it?
Russian.
Can you tell?
Oh, yeah, he speaks
even better.
Russian.
Say it in Russian.
I remember that there's one part.
Okay.
It goes like
Any part.
Да благословит тебя Господь и сохранит тебя. And then that's like, may God bless you and help you. And like, and yeah, that's the only part I really remember. Like the rest just kind of like naturally flows out. That's why when I was like, hold on, what does she really say?
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, it still means a lot.
So
Make
awesome.
sure they can hear the
May God
recording.
bless you and help you. Oh. And you remember those moments with her, right?
Yep.
When
Aw.
when my husband takes our boys to school every day, they do affirmations and they're like, I am a man of God. I am blessed. I am highly favored. I am, I hear the voice of God clearly. I am full of the Holy Spirit. And and that's what I'm hearing you say, David, is like kids remember those things.
Like my mom used to write me like notes in my lunchbox every
Same.
day.
Oh yeah,
My mom would
Like
write
she
them
wrote
on a napkin.
And it would make me feel like, guys, my
I was
mom
like,
gave
oh
me
my
a note.
gosh.
Okay, taking notes right now. My therapists are telling me to write my kids notes on their napkin.
Even a little smiley face and be like, I love you.
But it meant something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like
Oh,
she
you
cared
guys.
and put
I
effort
was like-
into
I was
just
like-
lunch.
Second grade me was like, I didn't even ask her to do this.
Yes,
Really, and it meant something. What do you feel like is the biggest struggle right now for teenagers in America?
Probably fitting in.
Yeah,
Fitting in?
definitely.
Okay.
Because like things like change all the time. Like what's trending one day could like change in like a few hours.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like always hard to stay like up to date on everything.
And do you feel the pressure to stay up to date?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
Because like,
Really?
Because like there would be sometimes someone will say something to me like new like slang or something,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, like me. All,
Like I don't know what that
like
means.
me this entire podcast recording.
Yeah, and so I'm just like smile and nod, smile and
yeah,
nod.
that's my motto. Smile and nod.
Really? And there's no real queen here. There's no real king. And like who sets the trends?
I would
For
just
y'all.
say
I have
Who
no
sets the
idea.
trends?
influencers.
It's just
in
whatever
Yeah.
happens on TikTok.
Literally.
Is it really TikTok?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
whatever happens on there.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Like-
if somebody like does a
like
new
this.
dance and everybody wants to do it, and if you don't do it or you don't know it, you're not cool enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So like this water, bussin'.
Is it bussin' Janelle? Is it
What's the-
bussin'?
Oh my gosh, David.
Bussin'.
Bussin' means like, it's really good.
Is that a song? Is bussin'
It's
a
really
song?
good.
I have
It is
no
a
idea.
song.
It is?
Buss it? Or it's Buss It. That's the song.
Bus it?
No,
Like, is
no,
that
Don't
a
talk
song?
about
Bus-
bussin'. Like
I know.
I-N.
I
Yeah,
know,
like-
but she said, is it a song? And there is a song, but it's not called
Oh,
Bussin'.
yeah. But the bussin' we're talking about was like not that.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
a person. It's a human.
No,
No,
No.
it's just like
a phrase.
It's just like,
yeah.
it's a phrase.
like those noodles
But I
are
don't-
bussin'.
but I
Like,
just
And
thought
it's a
of
good
the
thing
song.
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
the noodles are
yeah.
Bussin' is good.
yes.
Okay.
But you can only talk about it like about food. Like you can't be
Yeah.
like the outfit is bussin'. Like,
Yeah, that would be
Because that doesn't
weird.
make sense.
It's only food related.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you
Well, he
guys-
just used it on his water.
Well, that's like it's still like he's talking
No,
about
it's like-
flavors.
yeah,
so
yeah,
like
Oh my god.
yeah,
Okay.
you know? Like,
Yeah.
I can't be like, girl, your hair looks bussin'. Then I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
no, that
someone
makes
told me
sense.
that, I'd be like,
I'd be kind of offended
like,
to be
okay.
honest. I'd be like, what?
okay.
Okay. Next one. David, have we heard from mom yet?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, is she here?
It's the blessings of Aaron in Numbers 6.
Will she
22.
call in
Ask her to call.
on speakerphone
Or can you
and
call
pray it
her,
in
or will
Russian?
she, like, not answer?
In Russian for us. Ask her.
I really want to hear this.
I know, I do too.
Ooh.
I do too. Okay. In the meantime, okay, more real talk. Okay. What if you all have been in church settings, right? What do you like as teens? What do you like about church, and what don't you like?
I like how like open it is, like and like how safe it is, because I feel like
you can talk to people.
Yeah,
you mean?
like
Okay.
no matter how your day went, like if it was bad and you don't necessarily like talking about like that with your friends or your parents, like it doesn't matter if they're a stranger or not, because it's just like safe to open up. I don't know.
You feel safe here. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the hardest or most difficult thing that you? I know there's something in there for everyone. We all have stuff, right? Like, is there?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you guys are soulmates. She wants you to answer her question.
She's like,
pretty
okay,
much.
like send me answers through your mind just by looking at it.
Or what's the hardest thing about church? Or we can just say, just like walking with God as a teenager.
I would say, I guess like the benefit of doubt. Because like with all the things that teenagers go through, I guess like it's like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why is it not happening to them? And like, why is it just happening to me? If that makes sense.
Doubts.
Yeah.
That's real. Yeah. That's great. Thank you, Kennedy. I have been there. I've been there myself many times. That's wonderful. Okay. What is the one thing you guys think parents should know about teenagers? Fast forward. Kennedy's already got it.
Oh.
Okay. She's got it.
Okay, so like when parents are like, I've been a teenager too, stuff has like drastically changed.
Yes.
exactly.
So they can't like
Everybody's agreeing.
They can't say that
Yeah.
because not like what we're going through was different from like what they went through. Like school
that's a
and
really
just
good
like
point.
social life in general.
Mhm.
And just that's that.
Great. Great.
I think one is that like we make mistakes because like most of the times like we are growing up in a very different environment than what our parents did. So I think it's important for them to know that like we're gonna like make mistakes.
And so when we make mistakes, I'm going to pretend like I'm 15 right now. How do parents, what's the best way? Because it's hard for parents because they want you to be perfect. And it's hard for you because you're not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so how do parents help you make mistakes and grow from them? Let's say David goes and like snorts cocaine after this, right?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
David should know better.
Dang.
David, I'm already so disappointed in you. Okay, so David comes home with a bunch of like cocaine all over his face.
David.
I can't believe you did it.
David, we cannot believe
I
you
can't
did
even look
this.
at you right now.
Kat's getting all judgy.
Yeah,
Kennedy's
Kat.
texting who?
I'm just kidding.
So let's say like you go home as teenagers, when we know when we screw up, and adults screw up. I screw up all the time. It's not like sometimes I think like teenagers are this and that, and it's like no, it's not teenagers at all. Adults just learn how to hide it.
Ooh.
Right? For real.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to look at it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
deep.
You come home, your parents know like you're in trouble, like you're hurting. There's reasons that you're doing what is that a tornado siren? Oh no, it's the police. Okay, thank God.
I was like,
Oh,
oh my God.
I about
Wait,
died. I about
wasn't the
grabbed
sun
you all
shining?
and ran you into the closet.
Wait, what?
What is happening?
I don't
out there?
know.
We are under a tornado watch.
Oh, wait,
actually, I
that's
thought
a
it was-
tornado siren. It feels like it.
Wait, I thought it was
No,
sunny when
it
we
can't
got
be the
here.
tornado siren. You guys, if it's the tornado siren, you're about to like
Wait, I
see
thought it
me
was
lose my
sunny
mind.
when we got here.
Oh, no,
Was
it's
it
gone.
not?
It's an ambulance.
Okay,
It
it's
was
gone.
sunny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Are we under a tornado watch?
I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
it was,
we
the
are.
sun was
Right now?
till
sunny.
10 p.m. Yeah.
Oh wait,
I had
hold
no
on.
idea.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Leave it to me to
sunny.
let you know.
Is
Oh,
it really?
thanks for updating us.
Oh my
Why did
gosh.
say
I just
updated?
learned so much in like 0.3 seconds.
Literally.
I've learned a lot more from you guys. Okay, so let's go back to David and his cocaine problem.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, David.
Okay, so
Stop changing the subject, David.
Talk to us about it.
You come home. We know when we're messed up. We know when we're not. And it's not just like there's a part of I feel like if I can remember back to like being young, there's a part of us that wants to please the people that we love and respect. And then there's a part of us that really honestly wants to be good people, right? And those can like conflict sometimes. And so David comes in with cocaine all over his face, about to pass out. He knows he's messed up. That's not a good it's not a good choice.
David.
It wasn't the best choice.
Mhm.
You know, it just wasn't the best. But your parents, no, they're onto it, right? What would actually help you? What would help? In a real moment of like, I've screwed up, because we've all screwed up. What would help?
I think right away it would be like not like the confronting, like, oh, you're so bad, you did this. Like
Agree,
I
Kennedy?
think,
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
agreeing.
yeah,
Okay.
because
Just
like
being
I
calm.
think
Okay,
automatically,
calmness. Okay.
Yeah.
automatically, if you were to approach them and like, I think if you approach anything with like the right away, like you did wrong to anybody, they're not gonna appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Okay,
then
this
they
is
would
so
then
good.
they would later not want to open up
Open up.
because
Yeah,
the first time
definitely.
that
Yeah.
they saw you like that, what happened? They automatically put like they
Yeah.
were harsh with it. They were said like
Yeah.
obviously there needs to be some sort of like this is wrong, but I think the way to approach it is not like, oh, you're so
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah.
you did this, I can't believe you.
Yeah, it creates like a feeling that like you're always going to be in trouble. Like you get scared.
Yep.
Like it'll make
Yeah.
you scared to tell your
Mhm.
parents like when you mess up or like own up to it because you're
Mhm.
afraid of the reaction.
Mhm.
Or scared just like to open up in general.
Yeah, about anything.
About
like,
anything.
It can create
Even
you,
things
like,
that you didn't do technically,
Yeah.
quote unquote, wrong.
Yeah,
But
even
just
if it
you
wasn't.
won't want to open up at all.
Yeah, it'll just make you too scared. Like, oh my God, how are they going to react if I tell them this, even if
Yeah.
it's not bad?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's really good, guys. Okay, so in closing, this has been so great. I'm so happy. How can adults do better when relating with teenagers?
I think they just need to have like
Listening.
Listening.
Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Listen.
like you have to have patience with us
Patience. Mhm.
100%.
and like have like calm approaches
Mhm.
instead of like angry approaches.
Yeah.
It's great.
Like just let us
Like
just
I think it's
finish.
important to let us like
Yeah.
experience it and make our own mistakes, but like help us through it, not try to like control.
Great.
I agree.
I,
Yeah.
this is so good, guys. David?
Yeah.
How can
It's-
adults?
it's
You
just-
agree?
Yeah, I think like to say like whenever adults or anybody says that like, oh, I've been exactly what you've been through, I'm like, no, you haven't.
Yeah,
like,
that's what Kennedy said it. Yeah.
yeah, that's like
Yeah.
one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because it makes like if like you like tell them what happened and they're like, oh, that happened to me, kind of feels like
They're just
It,
assuming.
You're
like-
invalidated.
yeah,
Yes,
that's what I was about to
they're-
say.
Yeah.
It like invalidates like how you're feeling.
Mhm.
So you don't need adults to relate. What I'm hearing you guys say is you need adults to listen. Correct me on any of this.
Yeah.
To have patience and to open up with you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like guidance,
Yeah,
not
and just-
controlling.
Yeah.
Like
And-
I feel like there's a big difference.
Okay. Can you explain it?
Like there's a big difference between like parents trying to control like your life,
Mhm.
telling you like what to do, how to do, like you have to do this, that,
Mhm.
and the other,
Mm-hmm.
between like guiding you and letting you make your own decisions and letting you
Mhm.
make mistakes and just like being there for you.
Mm-hmm. And being there, does that look like family talks? Does that look like bedtime? You know,
It feels
what
like,
does it look like?
it looks
What does
like-
being there look like for all the
Um,
parents of teenagers that are
Letting.
wanting to do good for
It means
wanting to
like-
do good by their kids?
like
yeah.
making the environment comfortable enough to be able to feel like opening up and talking through your problems.
Great.
Yeah.
And like losing the feeling of like scaredness or like I don't want to open up, like make you want to do it. And like
That's-
they give you advice and like what they think you should do and not try to force you into doing.
Mhm.
Yeah. And like going back to what David said
Great.
about them like saying they've been through this or like when they haven't,
Mhm.
Mhm.
just them like being in your shoes
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like just seeing it from your perspective instead of theirs, like as an adult, because it's much different how we view the world and how they view the world.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I remember I saw this thing and it was like this like mom. I saw it on Pinterest or something. It was like I always ask my kid if they want me to like listen, give advice, or like do something about it.
Oh,
and I let them
great.
decide before they tell me.
That's advice for parents.
Yeah.
Listen,
Give advice or like
do something about it.
Yeah.
Because I think as a parent, I don't have teens yet, but as a parent, I'm just like, you want them to have like such a great life, you know, and your heart is so, by and large, most parents' hearts are so good towards their kids. But I can already see like things that you guys are saying that I don't do. Like, and I think it would be helpful even when they're young to open up to them more, to say, mommy's had a bad day. I'm sorry that I snapped at you. I'm sorry that mommy had some bad news today. Yeah. And so you're telling me that wouldn't traumatize you guys.
No.
Yeah, no.
To see your parents as weak isn't bad?
No.
It makes
I'm
truly stronger.
I'm honestly really shook by this whole thing.
Like yesterday, I had a whole conversation with my mom. She had like kind of like a rough day at work and she told me all about it. And I was like, it made me feel comfortable. And then I told her all about my day. Wow. And like everything that happened.
This is so good.
Because I think like the opening of like you allows them to see that opening and do the same.
Yeah.
And that way, like, it's not feeling like, oh, but they're so perfect. I never hear any of their problems. And then all of a sudden I'm here. I'm not like them. And then I'm the one that's struggling.
And I'm the one with
always
cocaine all over my face. Is there anything else that you really think would help you that we're not getting?
I think allow your kids to go and like, what is it called? Like just viewing, sorry, I completely worded that completely wrong. So like seeing like some kids that like didn't go to public school, I guess you can say, and like they learned at home. It's very interesting how they socialize, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like it's really different from like us public school kids. Because like we were just put into a classroom and then you learn and you make friends, you know?
Adapt.
And I think it was,
you go,
and I think it was like a lot different for them. I don't know how exactly they learn, but like, it was like,
That's great.
I say like parents just not allowing their kids to do whatever, but like allowing their kid to live.
I think
instead
that's
of like yeah,
I think it's important that they let us do things, let us experience things.
I think like if the boundaries are set at the beginning, then you won't have to worry about the kids swaying out of those lines because they knew what was right and wrong from the beginning.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you don't mind parents being your parents?
Yeah,
None of you have an issue with that. None of you have an issue with your parents loving you and guiding you. Kat already said it, like, give us guidance by all means.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, there are lessons that you're going to need to learn, and you want to be able to learn them and then have a safe place to be open about it. And that is created. And this was like the thing that has just shook me tonight is like the safe place isn't created by being like, I'm your mom, I'm safe. I'm your mom, I'm safe. It's by being open with them.
Yeah, like you
this
can.
Is so good, you guys.
There's a difference between like saying like, "Oh, you can talk to me about anything," and actually feeling like you're able to talk to them about anything.
Yeah.
So good. You three, should we go film a TikTok before this is over?
Yes, we should.
I don't even know.
We should.
And I'm so proud of you guys for being like who you are. And honest and earnest about wanting to do the right thing and but also really honest about like we're figuring this out too, and this is what will help us. Because honestly, like most of us older people want to help. Yeah, you know, we want to help you, and I think we just don't know how to do it sometimes. So we just say things like, "I've been a teenager before."
Yeah.
So hopefully, anybody listening, all the Gen, what's above Gen Z?
Millennials,
all the millennials. Sorry,
I
millennials, you're aging as well with me. I'm on the cutting edge, I think, of millennial. I think I made it by like a month.
Oh, really?
Oh, she doubts.
Oh no, I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad.
Really? No.
I didn't mean it badly. I swear.
Oh man. But anybody listening, just like hear the heart of like 3 really great teenagers that want, like they have things to say and they have purpose in the world and they're doing their best. And let's just eliminate grades entirely, yeah?
Please.
Please.
Just get rid of grades.
My life
I
would be
don't-
so much easier.
Everyone should just get 100.
Can we take out school as well?
It should
Okay,
be just
now
like
we've crossed
completion.
the line.
It should be like a completion grade. Like, oh, you finished it? Okay,
Well,
there you
yeah,
go. 100.
You didn't understand. It's okay. You can move on
And your
to the next
TikTok
lesson.
account was fire this month, so A.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love the way you think.
There's a reason I'm not a teacher,
Yes.
y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I
thank
would
you
want
so
you as my
much.
teacher.
I would. Yes.
That's the best compliment.
Aw.
You guys, thank you so much. I have loved this.